They had an exclusive meeting for the homeowners only in Diamond Bell Ranch last night with Sylvia Lee, our county supervisor. Now, I wasn't invited. We didn't get any invitations sent to our website at Take Back the Bell because it was a homeowners only meeting. Now, I have sent emails to their website at Clean the Bell asking them to come to our meetings on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Come and meet your neighbors that you keep talking bad about on Nextdoor. No response. I made the YouTube video last week begging these people to come to our meetings and come meet us. No response. But they have an exclusive meeting where I am the main topic of the meeting, and they don't even bother to invite me to speak. For anybody that was at the meeting and spoke up in my defense, which I heard a few people did, I appreciate you immensely. Thank you so much. So this morning, when I found out about the exclusive meeting last night, I emailed the Clean the Bell website and I said, hey, why don't you guys stop being cowards and come to our meetings and come and meet us? And yes, I said that. I was a little mad. Well, they responded. Geoffrey responded, the guy who threw the meeting last night. And this is what he said.
Just so you are aware, my name is Geoffrey Greenwell. I live on, address censored. My intention is clear. I want you off CR1 zoned area. You are a nuisance. I will not attend your meetings unless you move north of the cattle guard. If you move there, I will attend. You do not represent our community.
And you know, this is very similar to another email that we got a couple weeks back, just out of the blue when we started this, from Matthew Nelson. Matthew Nelson said something similar.
I have lived off the grid in Diamond Bell Ranch for over 20 years in a properly permitted residence. This is not a place where RVs or mobile homes are welcome. Get a permit, build a home, or go elsewhere. I will do everything within my power to ensure CR1 zoning is enforced.
He said that we need to get a properly permitted house or get out of here. Even though Matthew's dad built the house that he lives in the 90s when there was no permit, and Matthew inherited that house in 2020. He didn't pay any money for it. But we have to pay all of this. See, the problem here with this lack of communication is that these people in the neighborhood with water and power don't understand what they're asking us to do. And that's the thing that's frustrating because, Geoffrey, Matthew, if you guys would actually come to our meetings, come and talk to us, you would realize, hey, we would love to have water and power run to these lots. And if the county would run water and power to these lots and get rid of the cows, then that would attract the buyers that you want. Then that is what's going to attract people who want to buy and build a house like yours. Give them what you have if you want them to do what you've done. Give them water and power, put a fence around the neighborhood to keep the cows out. Or, Matthew, even though your dad's house is off-grid, there were no permits in the 1990s. He didn't have to pay $10,000 in ransom money to the county just to build a home. You're telling us to do something that you didn't have to do. And Jeff, you and I could be working together to put the pressure on the county to run water and power on these lots. And if that happened, half of us would build, the other half would sell for a profit and move on. We talk about this. We talk about how we would love to have water and power. We just don't have any faith in the county spending the money. We also were kind of leaning towards the homesteading rule because, you know, even though we're a nonpartisan group, most of us kind of lean conservative. We don't want to ask the government to provide us with anything. We'd rather pull up our bootstraps and do things ourselves. But you know what, Jeff? I'm pretty sure that if you and I and all of us work together, us here in the off-grid, you guys over there, protected from the cows with the water and power, if we work together, we could probably rock a really good campaign to put the right pressure on the county to spend the money to finish running the infrastructure down here that the CR1 needs for people to build homes like yours. That's why I tell you, come and talk to me. We can be working together for a solution. But you don't want that. You want to frame me as a nuisance. You want to ask if the sheriffs can have me arrested for being a public nuisance. Luckily, somebody at the meeting told you that you can't arrest someone for organizing the community. Thank you to whoever spoke up and said that. I appreciate that immensely. Because see, Jeff, what I think, you, Matthew, and a lot of you don't want this area developed. It works out for you. It makes your home a little bit more valuable because it's the only home in the area, and you get a nice scenic drive all the way up to that cow catcher. Well, if that's what you want, then you need to pressure the county or the state to buy all these lots and turn it into state recreational land. Because you think you're just battling with us. You're not thinking about all of the property owners that originally bought their lots in the 1970s under the promise of receiving water and power. A good portion of these lots are still owned by those people. You are asking for those people's property to be suppressed for your own personal gain. You don't want this area developed. But you don't want the state to turn it into recreational land either. You just want to throw a fit, act like a crybaby, and call me names so that you can have a gain at the expense of someone else's property. And if I'm wrong, then come prove me wrong. Come talk to me about how we can work together to get the county to finish what they promised in the 1970s and run water and power to these lots. Because I'm here for solutions. I'm not here to name names. I'm not here to divide. I turn my property into a park to make it as welcoming as possible because I'm here to create solutions and create an amazing place to live. Sunday nights, 6 p.m. See you there.